an additional 2d8 thunder damage, and because it's an opportunity attack, it's already moving. It can't change its mind.
Hello.
So it instant does 48 thunder damage, plus the weapon damage. Now, also, because I'm a sorcerer, you get you get these things called sorcery points, and you can use your sorcery points to augment your magic in certain ways. And so there's this spell I have. So basically, I took one of the sorcery like modifications I got is called Quickened Spell. So I can expel 2 sorcery points, which I have 4, and it allows me to cast a spell that would normally take a full action as a bonus action. So on my turn, if it's my turn to attack, I can go expend 2 sorcery points, cast Booming Blade. So I hit. If I hit, they take 2d8 plus my weapon damage. If they move until my next turn, they take another 2d8 damage. But then I get my 2 normal attacks on top of that, which I can then smite on both of those attacks.
Wow.
It's really dumb.
Machine gun paladin, isn't it?
It's basically a machine gun paladin. But now I'm torn because I get to learn one additional spell, and I, for the life of me, can't figure out what I want to do. Though see invisibility sounds really divine because we just fought an invisible beholder, and that was an.
Alright. Everyone is here. Let me start up some music. And okay, that should do it for the background music. So hello everyone. Let's get started. Tonight is gonna be fun, I hope. Let me check my game summary from last time. Alright, so last week, as you were taking down Argynvost's skull from the Hall of Bones in Castle Ravenloft, 4 wights burst out from under piles of bones and started attacking you. You killed the first one really quickly, but they were joined by others. And the castle chamberlain, Rahadin, also entered the room and asked Ozzy to drop it. But instead, Ozzy just attacks, and a fight ensues between Rahadin and the rest of your group. Amdon sends a massive spell attack onto Rahadin that made him bleed, and as he was trying to escape, Tihano and Ozzy catch up to him and are able to finish him off. You finish hauling Argynvost's skull into the bag of holding and run out of the castle, all the way directly to Argynvost Hold. When you place Argynvost's bones back in its rightful place in the mausoleum, his spirit rises from it, and a radiant silvery dragon shape lights up the room, then slowly drifts towards the manor, going up to the top of the chapel tower, lighting a pillar of light that shines like a lighthouse throughout Barovia and illuminates the evening sky. A beacon of hope that flashes across the entire valley. And of course you followed it there, and it just happened. This is where you got last week. So, as the light dissipates, well, the form of Argynvost dissipates. The light is still there, shining brightly from the top of the beacon tower. The shape starts to dissipate and then take form again in the shape of a man that stands tall before you, looks at you, and says, "Thank you. Thank you for restoring me to my rightful place. And he looks at you, Ozzy, smiles to you, and puts his hand on your shoulder, gripping you and saying, "Thank you. You would have made a fine knight in my order." And then, just as quickly as he appeared, the light that formed this being shattered and disappeared. Ozzy, you feel a searing pain on your shoulder where he touched you, but it's not like a bad pain. It's more like it's something that you feel on your shoulder that is hot, like a fire iron, but it's not actually hurting you.
Okay.
And yeah, that's that's the encounter. You you are in the top of the tower. The um, Joffrey that came with you, or Godfrey, or I don't remember his name. Um, you find him slumped on the floor with a smile on his face, and uh, he's just a corpse now, inanimate. Um, what do you guys want to do?
Shoot the corpse!
Okay, so Tehanu goes to loot the corpse. It's it's ragged. It's decaying corpse with rags as clothing. There's not much. There is some rusted, piecemeal sort of armor. He does seem to have a nice sword, a little bit rusted, but it's not something that is better than what you already have.
Still no Costco club membership card, huh?
No Costco membership card. I mean, they're basically just is the revenant wearing whatever he was wearing when he
100 years
was
ago.
buried, you know. And he got some weaponry to be able to fight, but that's most of it. Anything else you want to do?
Should we check out that other guy? The one we avoided last time we were here?
See if he's still alive and kicking.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's not alive, but see if he's still sitting there.
Okay, so you make your way back down.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you exit the tower, you are on the rooftop of the building. You notice that the rain and the wind has picked up. It's kind of aggressive in the way that in the way that the weather has changed, and it's almost as if the land, the the environment, is currently fighting against whatever is happening in this manner.
Are we getting a visitor?
A visitor?
Strahd? You know
Ah,
the lightning over the other place, the pool? So.
it's not the same thing. That last time you had Strahd's visage in the clouds, basically. Now it just feels like. I mean, there was always a sort of cloudy area around the manor where it was raining and thunder, but it just seems to have picked up and been really aggressive in how it's fighting. Not fighting, but in how it's pummeling the grounds or whatever.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that. A client called and I had to take it.
No worries. Okay.
So were all of the bodies that they're all just like kind of slumped to the ground?
You haven't visited yet. I was just talking about how the weather has changed and it's looking fierce, and the wind is strong and blowing, and thunders and stuff like that.
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries. So yeah, you've gotten down, and now where do you want to go? You wanted to see this guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you go there. You go to him. You see him still sitting there on the throne. Let me just see. Where is? Where's the damn thing? Oh, okay. Yeah. Here. So you still see him sitting there, holding the great sword.
Does he look alive?
He does not seem to be reacting to your presence. Does not seem to be alive. But he's unmoving.
Is he smiling? Because he was grumpy before.
Do a perception check.
I'm bad at perception checks. She did one that got a 20.
Okay.
I'll try one.
Okay, well, I didn't see that she did one. It's okay. He seems to have a different face from what he had before. He's still, the grumpy frown that sort of shaped his face for years, but you do notice a bit of a smile there. He seems to have been kind of calmed a little bit before passing. What do you want to do?
Could we check him out? He's got that big sword.
Mm-hmm. Who wants to grab the sword?
Wait, is he dead? You can't tell? I'm confused.
He does seem to be dead. He does not. He's unmoving, and he does not seem to be reacting to anyone's.
I poke him real fast to see if he moves.
You poke him, and no reaction. He does seem to have passed on as well.
Who can use the sword?
Yeah. Who wants to grab the sword?
We only have like one person who can use swords.
We have two people that can use swords. Tahanu can use swords too.
That looks like a two-hander or something.
Yeah, it's a great sword.
Tahanu, can you use great sword?
Keeps popping in and out of Discord.
Oh yeah.
I don't think ropes can. That's a strength based, and they want like finesse ones.
He's
Yeah, but I think
multi-class.
he's multi-class into warrior.
Oh.
He is
Yes.
multi-classed into fighter. Yes.
Oh, fighter. Sorry. I mean, I mean, if he doesn't, so because the thing is, it's two-hander, and I use a shield typically. But if he can't use it, I'll grab it. Holy smokes!
That's
Oh, it
pretty.
looks so cool.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is it called Oathbringer?
Well, I named it Oathbringer and found this picture and used a little bit of Photoshop to put that.
I mean, it like I can use it
dragon head.
and just use it so that if we get in fights that I don't want radiant, so it doesn't blind Tahanu. But if Tahanu can use a two-handed sword, then he should use it because it's a +2 weapon.
He can technically. How do you know it's a +2 weapon?
Because it's fancy.
So, like a while ago when I wasn't here for like 2 weeks, and you guys had like the whole like day-long thingy of like sitting around doing nothing, I kind of wanted to ask about that because I wanted to learn one of my spells from my spell book, but that takes like a while and takes money and stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know if I would have been able to retroactively do that because I would like to learn Identify so I could cast Identify on that.
Yeah, you would have been able to learn that because you had like a whole day to
We bought him an orb.
do
Get
like
the
shopping
inks
and
and
things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
You
yeah,
bought
you
who an
definitely
orb?
have time.
You
An orb?
the pearl
The
or
pearl,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh.
But he can
Was it-
only cast it as a ritual, I think, right?
What's the pearl? I'm confused.
You need a pearl to identify.
Oh, do I?
Yeah, 100 gold piece worth of a pearl.
Remember, I texted you and said, "Are
As
you cool
material.
with spending 50 gold?" And then you said, "Sure," for a pearl so you can identify, and you're like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Oh. Well, yes, of course. I remember that now.
So Iron paid half, and you paid half.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that's cool. So then do I take the other 50 gold out of my money because I need to do that to learn?
Yeah, I don't think anyone did that.
I have. Am I looking at the right paladin? Yes. You have, so according to Azibag, Amnon, you have 233.75 gold. Iron has 233.75, and Tahanu has 233.75. I have 0.75.
Okay.
'Cause I
Well,
bought my
yeah.
thing long ago.
Are you taking care of all of our money? All of our monies then?
I am no. I'm only taking care of the money that's in the bag.
In the bag?
If you want to add your money to the bag of holding, I will add it. I just don't know. Like the 0.75 is because I couldn't figure out like the coppers and shit like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I still have 8 gold, 175 electrum, 184 silver, and 900 copper from on me that I don't even want to even bother to try to add back into the bag because it's just going to give me a headache between conversion. So
Yeah, I'll just take it out of the money I have on me.
okay, is Sahanu here?
No, he's
not.
restarting.
So, like DM, you know what Tahanu's build is intended for.
Mm-hmm.
Does his build allow for a two-handed weapon?
I don't think he can use sneak attack if it's not a finesse weapon. So he wouldn't be able to use sneak attack. So I don't think he'd like to use it.
Yeah, I don't think he can sneak attack. I think he needs
Yeah.
finesse weapons to do his rogue type stuff. But if he wants to like stand in combat, then you can probably use that. The thing is that if he gets into combat to by stabbing somebody, and then wants to use that two-handed sword, then he has to like sheath his weapon and pull out another weapon, which I think takes a whole action.
Yeah, exactly. And sneak attack does says the attack must use a finesse or a ranged weapon. So this would not work for it. So yeah. Amnon, you wanted to spend like 10 minutes ritual casting Identify on the sword?
Yes, please.
Okay. It is a +2 greatsword.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
And they named it Oathbringer from the name of the third book from the Stormlight Archive.
Okay, I'll hold on to it unless Tahanu wants it.
Okay. So Ozzy, Tejano, you're back. Can we hear you? Can you talk? We can't hear you. Doesn't seem to work.
Did you add an item in D&D Beyond for this?
No, just a great sword +2. That's all you need. Doesn't have anything special about it.
Doesn't require attunement or anything like that.
According to
No.
this, it does not.
No. It's just a regular sword that has magical properties, making it deal extra damage and easier to swing, so it hits more easily, basically. But no attunement or anything like that.
Okay, so what I can do is I can forgo using my shield, unless he wants it. Like I really don't care. Like if he wants it, he can have it. But if he can't sneak attack and he doesn't want it, then. But then what I can do is I can use this for things that we don't need.
Hey, I have an idea. You take it and you give him the Sunblade because he can use it and sneak attack.
No, don't do that.
No.
We'll get rid of it. You'll never get it back.
No chance. We'll hold on to that sun sword until the day I die. It's a freaking radiant weapon. I'm a radiant beast.
Can he even touch it?
I highly doubt it.
He would just, if he were to use it, he would always be at a disadvantage.
Always, he would have no.
But that
at
was
least
that
okay,
was a joke.
I can drop my AC by.
Work.
Yay! We can hear you.
Oh, I had tried turning it off and on again and plugged the webcam and I plugged it back in.
Okay.
So I
thought this was-
can't use a two-handed and a shield, correct? Because I don't have three hands.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
What do you mean you don't have 3 hands?
Hey, do you want a? Now that you can hear, do you want a greatsword +2?
It sounded interesting, and I could hear some of your discussion, but I couldn't speak. The problem is that it would take away my sneak attack, and that's kind of a problem. I mean, it's fun for the sake of occasionally bursting this thing out for shit and giggles, but it's not very efficient.
So the only other thought I have is I can use it when we're not fighting undead stuff. I'll just forgo my shield and use that, and then you won't have to bother with the light from the sun.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm as interested as anybody in a +2 weapon, but if it means I lose 3d6 damage,
Yeah, I don't think that's worth.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else in that room? Is there game paused for anyone else?
Yeah. Sorry.
that's for me.
Yeah, I hadn't. I forgot to unpause it.
We're on
You-
the
Well, technically,
You
like
can
over
search
here, right?
if you want. You can search the body.
Is that
Is there a pearl?
investigation?
Investigation.
Oh wow.
Low investigation.
I only clicked it once. Why did it go twice?
Good question.
It didn't.
No, someone else clicked.
Oh, because I had
Who's
your
green?
sheet open.
Yeah, it's
How
Iron.
the hell did you roll the same thing?
I don't know.
Hacks.
By the way, you see the colors around the boxes, so we can see who rolled what. That's cool.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So you don't find much interesting on his person, but on the side next to him, you do find a book of some sorts. It looks like it's a thick, it's a bound book with a thick leather cover and steel hinges and fastenings. Who wants to
A
pick that
spell
up?
book?
You don't know.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat the question?
Who wants to pick it up? It's a book. It's steel
Hinges.
Steel hinges?
Oh, I want the book. I'd like the
Yeah,
book,
like
please.
with thick leather cover and blah blah blah.
Oh,
So
yeah, I would like
Anon
the book.
goes for the book. Most of the book is written in a curious shorthand. The pages are parchment and very brittle. It looks very old. You can see stains and age that have made most of the work illegible, but several paragraphs remain intact and are readable. I will share it with everybody because I assume that you
I'll read it out loud, like storytelling.
Yeah. Where did I put it? Wait, where the fuck did I put it? Oh yeah, I know where I put it. And there's a visual PDF that you can click on the first line.
Did you write this?
It's part of the book, modified by someone on Reddit, and I incorporated those modifications with the modifications from another user and merged it into a mix of all that. So Amnon, you said you were going to read it out loud to everybody. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, okay. I guess I can actually do that. All right, you guys ready? Bear with me, my reading sucks. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land, and like the wrath of a just god.
Let me stop you right there. Are you reading from the PDF?
Yeah.
Yeah, read from the text in the
Oh, is it
handout.
different?
Yeah, the PDF
Damn it.
is what I based it on, but then I modified little bits.
Oh, okay.
So better to use the textual version.
Okay,
The other one
sounds
is
good.
just to have like a visual representation
Oh,
of
Jesus,
what
it's
it
so
looks
long.
like.
What am I getting into? All right. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god, but the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone. All I had left after the glory of conquest was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just god, but with none of a god's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle of Ravenloft, which was my creation. With them came a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful, and I hated them for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name, I scarce can put ink to parchment to blaspheme it. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her. I loved her with all my heart. I was infatuated with her for her youth. I craved for her joy, but she spurned me. Me! Old One was my name to her, but her name to Sergei was betrothed and beloved. Her heart went to Sergei, and here I, in my waning glory, am called elder and brother by them. The date was set. The world crumbled before me. With the words she called me Old One, but when I looked into her eyes, I saw another name reflected: Death. It was death of the aged god that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine, drowned my years with blood and conquest, provided the magnificent castle and life for them, yet I held an empty heart. The death she saw in me the death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death, the very idea. My hate is strong. I would not be called that so soon. I made a pact with vampire powers of the dark, a pact of blood. On the day of their wedding, I slaughtered Sergei, my brother, my own flesh and blood. This sealed my pact with that blood, spilled across the stone of Ravenloft. I found Tatiana weeping. She hid in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand. The pact, it was made for her. I pursued her. I chased her through the castle. Finally, with despair etched on her face, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft. I watched powerless as her body fell through the mist, as she fell from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mist. No trace of her was ever found. But the murder I brought on my own brother would soon be brought to pay the price. Not so easily I would give recompense. My old friend and the commander of my army, Leo Dilisnia, had chosen this night to betray me and attempt to overthrow my rule. I returned to the chapter to find the wedding guests slaughtered by his men. Arrows from his guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor, however, did I live. I became undead forever. I've studied much since then. Vampire is my new name, title. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun, and it is light I fear. For little else harms me now. If I am killed in battle, I simply return to my tomb to rise again. Even a plank of wood through my heart would not kill me. Though those archers are long dead now, their weapons are but playthings to me. A sturdy stake would hold me from movement, but that is nothing. The accursed sword brought brought by my brother, however, the treacherous Sergei, is how I hated that blade that shimmered like the sun. I must dispose of that awful tool. I hate it as much as the sun itself. The sorrow which filled my heart after death of Tatiana came to fill all of Ravenloft. As is my hate, mine is a powerful sorrow. It pierced hard the stone walls and took a life on its own. Within one or Within one of the towers of my castle, a cruel heart has grown out of the very walls, coursing its painful reminders through my loss throughout my home. And yet, through grief, I have found strength. As I need sorrow, it needs me too, and so it becomes wounded in my stead during a battle. I brought darkness over the land so that I may stalk my prey during the day. Only the ladies three, the seeker, the huntress, and the weaver, those demigods the locals called Fanes, fought me, so I desecrated their temples and took their powers as my own. Despite the gloom, I found an oddity. A vineyard continued to produce plentiful grapes. Recently, my curiosity got the better of me, and I went searching. A quick charm of the man on watch and I had my answer. 3 gems of power. I was able to incorporate one of them into the heart of sorrow, and now, after centuries, I find myself protected from the sun itself, my ancient enemy. I have hunted. I have often hunted for you, Tatiana. I have felt you within my grasp, but you escape. You taunt me, tease me. What will it take to bend your love to me? I wish not to subject you to the force I have used with so many others, yet, if I must, I now reside in Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs, that none may disturb me, the way the walls of Barovia are sealed by the mists. My castle, my valley, my kingdom, my land. I am Strahd.
Yay!
I did it, and I only fucked up like several times.
It's okay. It takes quite a
Ah, the
breath to read
original emo
it.
kid.
Yeah, it's long.
Yeah, it is long. It's the Tome of Strahd. It's the second artifact. Well, the third one you got, though you were supposed to get it much earlier in the game. Um, and yeah, that gives you a much better idea of what you're fighting and
I see.
what's happening here.
And who had this thing?
It was Vladimir Hornstad, the guy with the great sword.
Okay.
He was keeping it apparently.
Wait a second. Strahd's a vampire?
Yep. Shocker, right?
Out comes the sun sword.
So what did we learn from him? So he doesn't like the sun sword, and what was that bit about? Like, if you
He's a
kill
tragic
me,
figure, really.
Yeah, it seems like if we kill him, he'll just rise again from his crypt. I'm not sure what crypt that is, if that's like in the castle of Ravenloft or if that's at the place where he got his power, which someone said was in the mountains somewhere, right? That we still have yet to go to.
Yep.
And then he mentioned the 3 gems, and then I guess once he got all of them, he was able to like cover the area in mist and like blot out the sun. So I think we should try to get that one that he said was in the thing. Let me find the handout again. I closed it back soon.
He incorporated one of them into the heart of sorrow.
Yeah, what's that?
He says that now, after centuries, I find myself protected from the sun. I don't know. I don't know what the heart of sorrow is.
Sounds like an item in Kingdom Hearts.
Have we heard anything about a Heart of Sorrow at all?
You have not.
because the 3 gems sounds like the 3 things at the vineyard,
And we found one.
and we found one of them.
Mm-hmm.
We
But
were
like
told where the second one was. We just didn't go
Mhm.
there.
But there's a third one that was lost like a really long time ago. I think is that what he said? Like his oldest son lost it or something. But they have no idea where it might be. So that's probably the one that's in the heart of Saruman.
Saruman.
How do I reopen that thingy? I can't find it.
It's in the journal, the player handouts, text handouts, and I'm just gonna show it again. So that's
Oh, okay. I didn't realize I was dropped down my bed. Okay, thank you.
no worries. There's actually a search in the journals now, which I often forget to use because it's a recent edition. But you can do that next time as well.
Wait, so how many of those gems did we find? We only found one, right?
Yeah, the second one we didn't pursue. He told us to go to. Where did he tell us to go?
We just thought those were like gems for
Oh, it's not on the
booze.
map. Let me check my notes. No, they're for the wine. I didn't realize he was going to use them.
They're gems to help the grapes grow or something like that.
Yeah, but evidently they're something. I don't know.
They are magical gems that the old guy said were gifts from the Fanes, and the younger guy, his son, was like, "Those are myths. The Fanes don't exist." Um, and you know that they do help make the earth plentiful, and that's what allows the vineyard to give sweet grapes that are good for the wine.
Boris. That's where the other one.
Yep.
That's where he said.
Did I ever? I want to. Yeah, I need another. Uh, need another pearl. That one gem that I found off that old lady, the witch or whatever. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever done anything with that. I think it's just been sitting in my pocket.
Yeah,
I hope that's not
Why do
one
you
of the
need-
gems of power.
I don't think you ever identified it.
No, I don't think I can. Well, I mean, I can if I. Is it? Is there a way that I can like focus on something and see if it's at least magical?
Wait, what?
No.
Why can't you identify it?
I don't have another pearl. It's worth $100.
Oh, the pearl doesn't
No,
get
it doesn't
consumed.
consume the pearl. It's
Oh,
You just need to
it's
have
a
it.
permanent item for you.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, well that makes. I was gonna be like, I have to pay $100 each time I want to cast this goddamn spell. This is
I
not.
can detect magic as a ritual.
Oh,
That's true.
I took it as a spell since our party
No,
shook.
but you can constantly cast. You can cast Identify unlimited now. Now that you have-
okay.
Yeah, just takes 10 minutes each time. As a
Well,
ritual.
can I? I guess I'll just cast it and see if anything happens on the gem.
Sure. So you can concentrate on it for 10 minutes, and I will let me see. I need to find. That's not it. That's not it. Okay. I have found it. So you get this information, and I'll make a.
I'm glad I got that shitty roll out of the way.
I'll make a journal entry for it.
It's a Hearthstone. Oh man. I don't think I have my headset anywhere. Oh, you said that to me. I just realized. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just relay it to everybody.
Oh, in that case, I'll show it to everybody.
Oh, cures diseases. That's kind of cool. But I can't go ethereal, right?
Nope. You have to be a night hag for it to be able
How do
to
I
use that specific property.
How do I become a night hag?
Well, there are ways.
There's
Eat a lot of pie.
you start with gender reassignment because I think you're a dude.
Yep, that would be the first step.
How do you know?
There are spells for that.
Oh yeah. Well, that's cool. Is anyone diseased?
So why are you showing us a Hearthstone description?
This was something I had in my pocket for a while and I forgot about.
Yeah, from the night hag battle, way back.
So this isn't one of the magical gems. I thought it might be.
No. Well, it is magical. It's just.
Well, yeah. I meant like super, like.
Yeah. No,
Bring
the
boost
gems
to all the
you
land
saw one when you fought. It was what was animating that huge tree creature, and it's a pretty big gem. It's
Oh, okay.
it's not something that you could put in your pocket.
And did anyone remember where the second one was? The one that Strahd doesn't have?
Yeah, Aaron said it was in Perez.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the.
Where's that?
It's a swamp that people don't live there anymore.
Is
It's
that
where
near
the
where?
scarecrows live or something like that.
Oh wait, we saw scarecrows from the top of the tower here, right? When they come visit us. Oh no, I was thinking of the crows. Sorry, that's completely different.
Yeah.
I can't find anything that says Perez on the map.
Because you haven't gone there, so it won't say Perez.
Oh, I know, but we picked up a map that has all these trails that went to places before you went to. So.
Yeah. Well, the path to it is visible on the map. The place itself is visible on the map. You just don't know. Like, you know that it's to the east of the vineyard, near the river. That's all you know.
Oh, well, there's a river on the map.
Is it this one? Is it this river? Is it right here?
Might be. You haven't asked when you were near to people who would know. You
Well,
could
we
have
can also
shown
go
them the map and asked them where exactly it is, but you haven't done so.
Fair
You
enough.
don't
We
know.
could also go back to what calls it. Wait, where are we right now? Are we right here?
Mm-hmm.
In Argon bottle.
So it's kind of close.
Yeah,
As
it
you
is
said.
kind of close.
Okay.
There aren't many rivers. Actually, never mind. There are lots of rivers, but this one is close, and we could follow it.
As you are looking at your map and trying to figure things out, a lightning strikes really close. And you hear a boom as something just landed in the rubble right
Oh.
here through the roof.
We better go.
Uh-oh. Let me change back. Land it right where?
Right here, through the rubble from the hole in the roof.
Oh.
You
Let's
guys
look.
all go.
What is it?
I'll go look. I'll peek around the corner very, very carefully.
Well, I assume you were all inside the oh, Irina was hidden there.
No, that's so not fair.
Well, you were all looking at the dude there, right? Let me see. Need to bring Esmeralda in here as well. There she is. Okay. So as you turn around and look at the opening there, you see Strahd
Ah, shit. I didn't take a rest, guys. Did we take a short rest at all?
standing.
Oh, you could ask Mr.
We were supposed to be
Strahd
taking
for
a long
time to
rest,
go to
I
the
thought.
bathroom.
Yeah, but you haven't yet.
Okay.
Well,
Anyway,
you can
keep
ask
going.
our guest here if you
I'm
are
gonna-
allowed to go to the bathroom.
I'm gonna walk up to Amnon, and actually, I'm gonna walk up like in front, and behind my back, I'm gonna open up, like I'm gonna like slide the bag of holding to behind me, and open it up a little bit so he can see. I'm like indicating, like to
Throw the
like.
book. Put the book in there.
Mhm. But I don't say anything. I just kind of like I'm doing this like on the slide.
Can I deceptively slip this book into the bag so he can't?
I was going to say stealth of hand, but do a deception check if you want.
God damn.
Well, you had +7 on deception.
I know, that's why I wanted to use it.
Yeah. I gave you that one, but didn't help. So
My deception is a 16.
sure. Anyway, so yeah, you have Strahd that just landed right uh, in the center of the rubble, and he approaches you, looks at you, and let me put on a little bit of. He does not seem pleased.
You should be happy he has Irina.
You have brought
Tatiana.
yourselves a lot of goodwill with me by bringing Tatiana back into my arms. But I will not let you disturb my honeymoon.
We're not disturbing your
Well, you're the one who came here. You should be going to get the wick going. Come on, man.
Today alone, you have killed a faithful servant of mine. You have stolen a trophy from within my castle and brought this light into my domain.
That could have
And
been anybody.
now, you wish to also steal something that is mine? I will not ask you twice. Give me back my property or suffer the consequences. I like watching you, and I was pleasantly surprised by your achievements, but I can call an end to this game at any moment and find new pawns to play with. He puts his hand forth and waits. What do you do?
He wants this book? I'm confused.
I don't know. I grab the icon of Ravenloft
Okay.
and I hold it out. I'm like this.
He looks at you and says, I warned you, do not play this game with me.
But it was yours. It was in your home.
Give me back my journal. I know you have it. Give it now.
Actually, that guy over there on the chair had it.
You should take it up with him.
He does not smile at that.
I think we should just give it to him, guys.
Yeah, why did we
No.
care about the journal?
He's got Irina or Tatiana. She's good. He took her from us.
Oh, maybe you could trade for a journal.
How come you
Well-
want the journal so badly?
Ozzy, do a wisdom saving throw, please.
I guess sentimental value.
Okay. Alright.
I get out my relic. My holy symbol of Ravenkind.
You take out the symbol
you want to do that now, that just kind of like gives away your strategic
Okay,
advantage.
okay, fine.
You can
Well,
do
I'm
it.
just saying.
Okay. Please, everyone, roll initiative.
I am so not prepared for this.
Who is missing? Oh, Esmeralda.
Sorry, I'll roll real quick.
No problem. Take your time.
Roll the 13. And I rolled a 12.
Okay. All right. Um,
Can you add Esmeralda and then fix mine?
sure. So yours was 12, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And she's 13. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's
So
switch
let me just verify.
music.
We did not take a short rest since we left the one place.
You did not. Well,
Wait, so hang on. Do you guys actually want
yeah.
to fight Strahd here and now?
No.
I'm not sure that's a great idea.
I'll just give him the book.
All right. So the battle starts as suddenly appearing out of nowhere. You see a shimmering in the air as dark smoke just pops out, and you see the nightmare Bocephalus, his black steed with fire in his mane, appears out of the ethereal world with three vampire not zombies, three vampire spawns with him. And this one is the first one to begin. You are surprised by it. So I'm going to give it advantage. Wait, where's my shit? As it will make 2 attacks on Iron.
Okay.
What's your AC again? I think you save in either
21.
case. Yeah, they don't hit. Tahanu, your turn. Wait, no, you are surprised.
Yeah, because I don't see those vampires on the turn order.
Yeah, they're
How does the
hidden.
surprise round happen after we've already rolled initiative?
It means that the first round you can't do anything because you are surprised by it.
Okay.
You are surprised.
Typically, that would happen before we roll initiative.
No, you still get into the initiative. It's okay. Strahd doesn't do anything. He just keeps his hand up and smiles. This thing is going to disappear. Whoops. My bad. What was it? It was 15. Okay. It's going to disappear again during its turn. Esmeralda, Iron, and then this vampire spawn here. It's going to rush this way. And attack Amnon with 2 claw attacks. I believe they both hit.
Jeez.
You take 12 damage total. And then this one is going to attack. He's going to attack. No, it's going to go here. Iron, you do get opportunity attack for that.
Okay. I will swing.
What's your AC, Ozzy?
22.
Okay.
And they're undead, right?
Yes, they are.
So, and I can use Divine Smite every turn. Not Divine, but Divine Strike.
What is that?
It's one of my, Here.
Yeah, every attack.
Creature.
Once per turn.
But it's on your turn. This is not your
Oh,
turn.
it's a
It's their
reaction.
turn.
Oh,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you had that.
Well, I never melee very much.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, cool.
15 hit.
Let me check if 15 hits or not. It does. So you deal 7 damage to it.
So
Okay.
does being this close to the beam of light we just created not really do anything?
No, it's not sunlight. It's not. It's kind of a radiance, but it's not something that would affect it like this. Okay, this one is. Wait, that was your reaction. Now it hits. One of its 2 claw attacks does hit Ozzy, and you get 11 damage from it, Ozzy. And then this one is going to attack Ozzy as well with 2 claw attacks. No more advantage. A 24 to hit, you get another 8 damage from it. And then it's Tehano's turn.
I will move into position here so that it is flanking and can kind of give me advantage, even though every one of the enemies had their turns already. So it's not. I'm not using my feet for this. And I would attack this vampire.
Okay.
I don't think I can cast a cantrip as a bonus action afterwards, right? I can pretty much do nothing.
If the cantrip has casting time to bonus action, you can. If it's an action to cast it, then you can't. I don't think any of your spells have bonus as they're casting, though I'm not sure.
I was thinking of Fairy Fire, but
Yeah, Fairy
anyhow.
Fire would be an action.
Unless the goal here is to avoid the fight, if you want me to use the Mace of Terror, I can do that. But otherwise, I'm going to attack.
It's up to you.
Going once, going twice.
Okay, what do you do?
Rapier attack with advantage.
Okay. It hits. Deal 19 points of damage. Something is.
And I don't think there's anywhere I can hide, so I'm just going to stand there. Actually, You know what? I'm gonna do a second attack with action surge. That vampire a little bit more.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm lagging like hell.
I'm having a little bit of trouble dealing with some stuff here. Come on. Okay, let me see. How much damage did you do? That was a 7. Okay, and so you did an action surge and you did another 21 damage to it.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm trying to check the checkbox that says I've used the action surge, but somehow the UI is lagging and it won't let me check.
Okay. That's fine. Alright. Okay, and this is... Okay, good. Now Strahd is going to do something. Amnon, do a wisdom saving throw, please. You get +3 because you're close to Ozzy.
Okay.
Or +4 because he also has the sunlight.
Yeah, but I already did modify that. Okay. You currently see Strahd as being your friend.
Okay.
And he says, hand it over.
Do I have it or did I put it in the bag? I don't think I even have it.
I don't know. I believe you put it in the bag.
I'm gonna hold up my hands and show them there's nothing in them and be like, oh, I don't have anything. I'm not sure what you want from me.
Okay.
By the way, are you like free on Wednesday? Would you like to go out for drinks?
All right. And then you have 3 more of these creatures that appear along with this dude.
This is getting interesting.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna die, you guys.
Didn't we hand over the freaking book?
And I need to add them to the turn order. Okay. Esmeralda, what does she do?
She'll attack somebody who's been who attacked one of the parties.
Okay.
I don't know which one's which.
The 3 here to the right, basically, of Ozzy, and above and below. Those are the ones that attacked so far.
So can she move?
She can't move through the enemies, and she is within melee range of this one.
She would get a bunch of opportunity attacks.
She'll attack that one.
Okay.
But if she were to come here,
Okay. The first 2 hit, the third one doesn't, and she deals 20 damage to this dude. Come on. There you go. Okay, and that would be her turn, I assume. Iron, what do you do?
Turn undead.
Okay, perfect time for it. So can you tell me again what the...
Let me click on it. I think it's called Destroy Undead now.
Depends on their challenge rating.
I know, but I don't get a choice to click turn or destroy. It just I only
It's
right.
destroy undead. It destroys if it's a low enough CR.
Oh yeah, that's my channel divinity.
Okay, so that you can see are here, so they would all be affected, and they have to do a wisdom saving throw. Okay, so I'll go in this order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, fail, fail, success, fail, success, and fail. All right, and so
Nice.
a turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space below. It also can't take reactions. Reactions can only use dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. Okay, sounds good to me. They do not get destroyed because their challenge rating is
higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me put a little something.
Spawn a dragon or something.
This one failed. This one failed. This one succeeded. This one failed. And wait. Fail, fail, succeed, fail, succeed, and then fail. Okay. Got it. Okay. Now this one I can't see. It's succeeded, so it's still going to be here. It's going to take another 2 claw attacks against Ozzy. The first one fails, the second one does not. It's going instead to try and grapple you.
You said it takes 2 claw attacks.
Yeah.
So it's doing 2 claw attacks and a grapple?
No, instead of dealing damage, the vampire can grapple the target with its claw attack, basically.
Okay.
So it's you are currently grappled. You can try to escape the grapple on the next turn. And it is your turn.
I hand him the book. And I say, just a hint, the ending's not complete.
Okay. So you wait. Grapples means you can't move, right? But you can.
I don't need
still...
to. He's right there.
Yeah, but you can still do anything else.
I mean, if I can attack when I'm grappled, like, why wouldn't I be able to reach into my bag and put a book in his outstretched?
Yeah, that's why I asked if grapples means you can still do your thing, just not move. Yeah, it's just your speed becomes 0. Okay, cool. So yeah, you grab the book and give it to him.
And I say, just a word to the wise, the ending is not complete.
Okay. He grabs it. We'll see how he reacts when it's his turn. Amnon, what do you do?
Did Strahd react anyway upon receiving the book?
He's still smiling. He was still smiling before.
Okay. I mean, if we're still killing things, I am going to... How long has it been since we were at the one place?
It's been a few hours, because you walked for like 4 or 5 hours to get to Arkenvost.
Okay, so I'd still be concentrating on my hex then.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, I don't... unless... Yeah, no, ritual casting doesn't cancel it.
No, this one.
So, yeah, so I'll transfer my hex to this one.
Okay.
And when did we get our level up? The last level up? Was 8 the one we got action, or get... 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 ability modifier?
8 is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I think I chose Warcaster. I'm pretty sure I did. Whichever, I think Warcaster gives me like, yeah, okay. Oh, never
Yeah, you
mind.
did.
I thought that one gave no disadvantage on things in melee, or do I still get disadvantage on casting a spell? something that's
You have
melee.
advantage on Constitution saving throws that you make to maintain concentration. You can perform somatic components of spells even when you have weapons in both hands. When a hostile creature's movement provokes opportunity attack, you can use your reaction to cast a spell, rather than make opportunity attack.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'll transfer my hex to the one that's beside Arena. Sorry, what's her name? Esmeralda and myself. Yeah, this one right here.
Okay.
I'll transfer my hex to there and cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. You are close to it, so it would be at disadvantage because it's in melee range. So first one fails, the second one does hit, and you deal 14 damage to it. Plus 6
20.
for the hex. Okay.
I'll take it. Okay, I'll end.
What?
That's it for me.
Okay.
And my turn.
Okay. This one at this time is going to wait for more instructions from Strahd, seeing as you gave the book. I guess that means all the others are also going to miss their... Oh wait, no. He's frightened, so he actually needs to get away from you. That would be 10, 20, 30 feet. And... well, he'll get all the way here. This one is going to do the same thing and try to get away. Both Esmeralda and Amnon get opportunity attack on it.
So is that just one attack?
Yeah, one attack.
I crit.
Nice.
Do both those hit? Or am I disadvantaged? I don't really know how it works if they're running away from me.
Oh, that's a good question, but even at disadvantage, they would both hit, yes. But you do miss the crit from your other one. So it's 13 from, 12 actually from Esmeralda. Actually you only get to hit once. Wait. No, Eldritch Blast is one action, it's one spell. It's not a multi-attack. It just does 2 rays.
Yep. It does 2 rays, yeah.
Oh, that's lucky.
Yeah. So they both hit still, so then they both trigger my hex. Or no, that one doesn't have hex on them.
It doesn't, yeah. Okay. And he's going to go all the way to the corner. This one is gonna go this way. He can trigger opportunity attack from Tehanu. Amnon, you already used yours. Iron and Ozzy.
He's gonna be dead soon.
I don't think.
Oh, he triggers opportunity attacks from like 3 of us.
Ozzy, did you take out your sword, by the way?
I did not. That's why I'm not taking a swing.
Okay. You do have the great sword with you.
But I also have my shield on, so
Yeah.
I
Okay.
either drop 2 AC.
Yeah.
I'm not even holding the sword. I'm just literally just standing with one.
Okay, sounds good.
Command.
And I don't think they got any radiant damage in the last turn. So actually, they get some HP back as well.
Oh, I didn't roll my radiant damage on my mace. Oh, you said because I couldn't. Never mind.
Yeah, because this wasn't your turn. So Iron and Tejano, you wanna opportunity attack?
Oh yeah.
It hits Tejano.
Oh,
It also hits, but you just did it with advantage.
well, because we were flanking this guy from all the sides, so I can.
That's a good point. You still have flanking on him. Okay. In that case, minus 19. Okay. The mace isn't magical, so just half of that. Alright, starting to look hurt. Okay, now Strahd. He's going to pocket the book and then look at Ozzy and puts out his hand again and says, "Now the sword."
The what? Sorry, you cut out.
The sword.
It's not happening, buddy. I gave you your book. You can go. Peace out.
How does he even know that he has the sword?
Yeah,
If
like
he hasn't like attacked him with it.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not even holding it.
You fought next to him while he was watching you fight with the on Yesterhill. You fought with the sword while the guy was watching the battle.
You're not getting the sword, man. It's not happening.
Okay. Then
Basically, by the way, you skipped my turn, but I was actually about to propose that I swap my turn with Strahd because I really wanted to know what his reaction would be.
Wait, you didn't?
You just
Oh,
gave
you
him a
did.
reaction.
I skipped Tejano. Sorry.
That's fine. I mean, it's better that way anyway, because otherwise it kind of makes no sense.
Why?
Because like the guy just handed over the book, like he could have an instant reaction or something, right?
He could have.
So I'm lagging like hell. So if you said something, I didn't.
I
hear.
said he could have had an instant reaction, yes, but I didn't. So, Tejano, what do you want to do?
I am going to disengage just to be sure. And I'm going to move here. Or actually, okay. And I'm going to use a Mace of Terror.
Okay.
On not many anymore. So I might as well just attack this guy.
You were a little robot-y. So what did you say?
I was thinking of using the Mace of Terror, and then now there's only like 3 of them nearby, so I'm going to just attack this guy.
Okay.
Oh, but wait, I could actually move across here to right?
Yeah.
Or diagonal. Okay, like this. So, advantage.
Okay.
And now I do my action.
Okay. So you deal 17 damage.
I'm done.
Okay. Now the horse disappears. Esmeralda, what do you do? That means Iron.
No, I know. So the one that she attacked before, she'll attack again.
Okay, go for it. Okay, they all hit, and they all do 24 damage. The vampire spawn is on the edge of death. Iron, what do you
It's
do?
always been on the edge of death.
Mm-hmm. It has 1 HP.
Is that him?
I will Sacred Flame that one then.
Okay.
What a nice ending.
Dex save, right?
Yeah,
17.
that makes
It has
sense.
disadvantage on it.
It has disadvantage on it, so
Totally
5. And that means it kills it. There you go. Okay. And then this vampire spawn is going to... He is currently grappling Ozzy. So he's going to... he's going to take a bite out of you.
Does he look like pie?
You get 9 damage total. Give me a second. So your max HP is decreased by 5. As the vampire bites into your neck, Ozzy. Okay. And now it's Ozzy's turn. You're still grappled, and he just asked you for the sword. What do you do?
Bonus action, I draw the shoot sword and I attack Strahd.
Woohoo! Okay.
But as a oh no, I have to bonus action to make the sword appear.
Yes.
So, as it does, bright radiant light.
Okay.
Doesn't the sun do sunlight? The sword?
Mm-hmm.
The sun is the sword is considered sunlight. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Go for your hits. Okay. The first one hits. And it does.
So I reduced my max HP by 5, and it also reduced my current HP by 5.
Which it shouldn't have done that.
Okay, in that case, increase it
So
back by 5.
I'm healing back 5.
Yeah. Like total, your HP got dropped by 9, basically.
No, you said
You
5.
said 5.
You had
He had 6
four
before.
piercing. You had 4 piercing damage and 5 necrotic. The 5
Right,
necrotic
you said I lost
decreased
5
your max.
temporary hit points. Or my max HP is dropped by 5.
Yeah,
not by
your
9.
max HP dropped by 5, but total you lost 9 HP.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
No, because you just said the opposite the first time. You said he took
Yeah,
9 damage and his temporary
Yeah,
health.
you said you
by
took
5.
9 damage, and
Yes.
then 5 of which is... And then you said you took 9 damage, and your max HP is dropped by 5.
Yes.
So that means I took 9, and that's it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, that's fine.
So you hit him with your sun sword. The first hit does connect, and you slash across his face, and it comes out the other side. You don't even see a you don't even see any kind of cut on his face or anything.
Okay.
Is this like an image of him?
It felt to him like it connected with something. Amnon, your turn.
We're gonna die, aren't we?
really
What was that?
Oh no, I'm just being cranky over Irina.
Oh. Yeah, so this one is dead, right? The dead marker is pretty small, but it looks like he's dead. Okay, I guess I'll just transfer my hex over to Stratty Boy there, if that's the plan. And I'll give him the blast.
Strahd.
Don't we have a bunch of minions still?
Okay, so Strahd gets the hex. I'll do it like this. And the second one hits, and you see it hitting him, but it does not seem to have done any kind of damage.
Oh. Does the hex happen or no?
The hex does happen. It seems to hold.
But it's probably, yeah, it is necrotic, I guess.
It's necrotic. Isn't it psychic?
No, that's the maddening hex.
Oh, okay. In that case, you see the damage take hold, but not. Do a perception check for me. Ozzy as well.
I'm so bad at looking at things.
Yeah.
My passive perception is 14.
Well, Ozzy, you noticed as you sliced him that there was a cut for a split second. But yeah, he seems to still be good. Alright, vampire spawn here. Which one is it? It's one of those that fled already, right? Yeah, so it's going to keep dashing and getting out of the way. This one, where is it? It can't do anything. Wait, can it break the turn undead? Let me check.
This creature fails its saving throw at its turn for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. The creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions.
Okay. This one I didn't move it last time, so I'm going to move it now, and it's gonna go just to the corner because it can't get out of the room without getting closer to you. And it's not taking any damage, and it can't repeat its wisdom save, so they're still frightened of you. Okay, Tehanu, your turn. This one
Do we
is
still have
actually...
two of them here that are standing, or they're... Okay, this one's dead.
Yeah.
So this one's still intact or something? I
Yes.
might as well attack that one. Okay. If I go here, does that mean opportunity attack from this one or not?
It can't do. It's currently frightened. It can't do anything, and it can't take a reaction, and it can't do anything other than flee.
Okay, then that way I will flank him.
Yeah.
Let's see.
FYI, you would be flanking if you're on the sides as well.
As
As long as you're on the opposite side, so like here would still be considered flanking. Just for your info.
Well, anyhow. There we go.
It hits. Deal 14 damage to it.
And then I think that's all I can do, pretty much. I'm just gonna stop there.
Okay. Now Strahd. He's going to say, "That's how you want to play it." All right. and he's going to take one stab at you, Ozzy, and then another. And he's going to deal the first one connects, the second one doesn't. But the first one is going to be going to deal 40 damage to you, Ozzy, with his first hit.
Death word procs.
He's on Death Word? Right, yeah, you did that before entering the castle. It's still on.
Yes, it lasts for 8 hours.
Okay. Death Word. Bucephalus, you don't see him popping up again. Esmeralda, what does she do?
She is going to. So I was thinking of lightning bolting Strahd.
You can try.
How many times can she do that spell?
What level is it again?
It's a third level spell. She gets 3 times to do that.
Yeah.
So can
Lightning
she?
Bolt is more effective against a big line of enemies.
I
I'm not
know,
sure
but
just
she's
how
pinned.
effective it is on one person.
Well,
8d6, it's still pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's gonna move in to. Like, does that give her the where she can hit it without hitting me?
Should be able to direct it in a way. Oops. Sure.
Okay, that's what she's gonna do.
Okay. Go for it. Okay, 26 damage as a huge lightning bolt gets out of her. Let me try something. It misses the other vampire spawn that's out there. Would have been fun if she caught it as well. Okay. It deals, you can see with her high passive perception, she can see the scorch marks on Strahd's body just as they basically seem to instantly heal and disappear. And he seems to be unaffected. Iron, what do you do?
I'm gonna heal Ozzy with life transference.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Really?
It's not bad. Could have been higher, but it's not that bad. It's average, I guess. Okay, so you take 18 necrotic. He takes 18 healing plus 5. I believe it's
Yep.
5. What level is it? Level
That was a
2.
third level
Yeah.
spell.
Third level, so it would be plus 6.
Yeah.
And you also get plus 6. Alright. This one is going to take another bite at our friend Ozzy here, which fails. Wait, your AC is 22, right?
Yep.
So yeah, it fails. Okay, now it's your turn. What do you do? Sun Sword.
On the crit, I have 2 level 1 spell slots left. So I will use one. That's
Okay.
6 D6.
Okay. Six, 12.
Sorry, 68.
Okay. So it's 12 and 17 and 8 and 25. Okay, so give me a second here. All right. You use your sword to hit him with everything you've got, and you can see the radiance just burst through his body, and you see. Let me see here. There you go. You see as it seems that he got a lot of wounds from it that instantly healed, but then you can see now he does seem to have a cut on his forehead. Amnon, what do you do?
Those wounds instantly healed? What the?
I'm gonna keep blasting.
Okay, go.
Ah, Jesus.
Fail, success.
Oh my god.
It deals some damage.
And then 4 more for the maddening hex.
Okay. It looks like he's starting to actually feel the damage you're hitting him with.
Nice.
So this guy, which one is it? Oh, they're just fleeing. Fleeing. These are stuck here. This one, I would say he got all the way here probably, and then got stuck. And this one is here. And probably fell because the roof is unstable. And kept running. Okay. Now it's Strahd's turn. He's not looking pleased. He is going to do what exactly? He is going to take one attack on you, which fails, and then he'll try another one, which also fails. Damn it. Okay. Esmeralda's turn.
Lightning bolt again.
Lightning bolt again. Okay, go for it. Okay, you deal damage to him. He does not seem to be healing from it this time. Iron, what do you do?
Is it like did I imagine this or did I miss my turn here?
I can't hear you anymore,
Yeah, I
man.
can't hear you.
I think you skipped him, Tahano, before
Skip
when
Tahano
you used
again.
Strahd.
How come I skip him all the time? I don't get it. Sorry
You're
about
not
that.
used to having someone faster than Strahd.
I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry. Okay, Tahanu, what do you do?
What the heck? I'm just gonna hit that freaking minion in front of me again and try to finish him.
Okay, go ahead.
Unless I were to try to scare Strahd with the mace, including everybody else, but Like, it could be funny if it worked.
You can do whatever you like, man.
I'm gonna try it and like use the Mace of Terror's charge on any enemy in the room or in the vicinity.
Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I'm going to try to use one of the charges of the Mace of Terror, but somehow I can't. uh, Like, I don't know how to use it in VTT Beyond
Oh,
20 or
okay.
something.
Okay, so Wisdom save intro. Okay. And the other one is going to succeed with natural 20.
Wasn't there one that isn't already scared?
Yeah, that's the one that did the natural 20. Strahd seems to be unaffected by the Mace of Terror.
Huh, interesting. Well, I guess I wasted this, but oh well, it was worth trying.
Okay. After your turn, he is going to try and hit Ozzy again.
I didn't get my turn to heal.
Yeah, I know. He's using a legendary action. He's doing this after Tahanu's turn. And one second. He deals 17 damage to Ozzy. And then it's Iron's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna heal him. For 24.
Okay. After you do that, he is going to punch him again and deal 20 damage.
Why?
Because he has legendary actions. A legendary action means that he can take specific actions after someone else's turn. But he has a limited amount of them. It's this guy's turn. He's going to try and claw. No, sorry, not claw. Bite on Ozzy. He does not connect, unfortunately. Well, fortunately for you. Unfortunately for him. Ozzy, it's your turn. Okay, 32, 33 damage. Amnon, what do you do? And FYI, Strahd is starting to look relatively well beat up.
Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep giving him the old blasty blast.
Okay, go for it.
God damn it. Well, my rolls suck.
You hit him for one.
That's true. I just want double hits every time. How come that can happen? So, and then another 4 for the maddening hex.
Okay. And Strahd is going to take another hit at Ozzy, which does connect and deals another 19 damage.
Jesus. How many of those can he do?
He can do other stuff. Is Ozzy down?
Yes.
Okay. This vampire spawn can't do anything. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. Now it's Tehanu's turn.
Wait. If Ozzy's down, does it help anything if I try to get near him and give him a potion or something, or does it not work on people who are?
No, it can.
Okay, so might as well try to do that. And
Okay. How much do you heal him with the potion?
So if you
Click on the formula to roll it. Okay. Ozzy is back conscious with 7 HP. And by the way, let me see. He dropped the sword, which deactivated uh, when he dropped unconscious. FYI. What's this? Oh, sleight of hand. Okay.
so the potion worked. I mean, with the manipulation and
I can't hear you, Tahanu. Your volume is really low.
so with the extra skill added on top of this, potion worked, and as far as I understand, right?
Yeah, he healed up and regained consciousness. Uh, Give me a second.
Well, I mean, that's all I can do with my turn.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Uh, okay. Um, Esmeralda, and that means I'm talking to Iron in this case. Esmeralda, you see Tehanu, because you're the only one with passive perception of 16. You see Tehanu pick up the Sunblade and hide it. Now it's Strahd's turn. He's going to put forth his hand again and say, last warning. Give me the sword. That's gonna be his turn. Esmeralda, what do you do?
She lightning bolts Strahd again.
Okay, go for it. Oh, I just realized he needs to do dexterity save intro for the lightning bolt.
That's the third one I've done.
Yeah. We'll assume that he failed. Failed the other ones. Because I'm not going to retcon how much damage he had before. Okay. He does succeed on this one. Iron, what do you do?
Uh, I will. How hurt does Strahd look?
He looks pretty hurt so far.
Heal Aussie.
Okay,
For 19.
19. You also heal yourself from that life transference. Then this vampire spawn is going to let me see. He is going to try and grab the weapon, but he does not seem to find it. Ozzy, it's your turn.
I pull out, I sling back my shield, I pull out the great sword, and I swing.
Okay. Alright, the second one hits and deals damage to Strahd. He is going to... Give me 1 second. He is going to try and take a bite out of you. 27 to hit. You take 5 piercing damage and 9 necrotic, which lowers your max HP by 9. I hope it's clearer this time.
Yep.
Wait. Is it my turn now?
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna keep blasting.
Okay.
Big surprise, I know.
The second one hits.
Okay, and
Nice.
then another 4.
Okay, he's looking pretty hurt. He is going to... let me see what he's going to do. He is going to move here. Let me check his speed.
I get an opportunity attack.
Without triggering opportunity attacks.
Oh, that's just cheating.
It's part of his legendary. He can move up to... Oh, up to his speed. I thought up to half his speed. But without triggering opportunity attack. So he'll get
Still a pretty good troll, though.
What?
Even at half speed, he's still a pretty good troll.
Yeah, but because I think I saw some other monster that had his legendary was up to half his speed or something like that. So I thought it was Strahd, but I think it was someone else. But yeah, Strahd can move up to his full speed without provoking opportunity attacks, but only as his legendary action. Okay. Tehanu, your turn. What do you do?
Okay, this is a really odd situation. So we've still got minions, but Strahd left.
Yeah.
I mean, what the hell? Do we just kill the minions and then run, or what?
You decide.
Shit, I really don't know what to do here. How beat up do they look?
This one doesn't look beat up. Not pretty much not at all. The others are still fleeing, and they don't seem beat up either. Like the ones that got beat up, they regained some of their HP. So what do you do?
I have no idea. I think by default, I'm just gonna attack one because I don't know what else.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it Nidge or for the one next to Ozzy?
What?
Is it considered flanking, the one next to Ozzy?
Not in the position that you are in.
Okay, so just gonna reposition myself slightly.
Okay. You. It does not hit actually. Okay. Now it's Strahd's turn. You don't see him or his horse. Esmeralda's turn. What does she want to do?
Can she have enough movement to get to the one that Tahan is attacking?
Yeah, I think so. They all hit, and she deals 26 damage.
I hit 3 times?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 26, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Iron, your turn. What do you do?
I'm healing Ozzy
Okay. Big surprise.
for 27.
Wow. Nice. Okay. The vampire spawn is going to let go of Ozzy, disengage, and he's going to flee as well. Ozzy, what do you want to do?
I guess I'll go, since this one is not fleeing, I will go here and I will.
Where did Strahd go? He just disappeared around the corner.
You don't know where he went. Okay. Second one hits. He stops being afraid, and you deal 13 damage to it. It is considered magical, so. Okay. Amnon?
I'm gonna move over here. Oh, he disappeared. Where'd he go? What part was that? Is this rough terrain, this part here?
I haven't considered it rough terrain, but I think it should have been. But I haven't, so let's say it's
Okay.
not.
And according to my eyes, I can still see the one that Azzy's attacking.
Yeah.
So I'm
If you
gonna.
can see it in the virtual tabletop, then yes.
Okay, I'm gonna blast that one then, because I can't see Strahd. And I get some decent rolls. There's no hex.
Yeah, there is no hex, and the both.
Wait, let me read the wording of imagining hex. One sec. Oh yeah, I have to see it. It has to be within 30 feet. Okay, never mind. That's it for me.
Okay. And then it's another one. Okay, and then it's this guy who is not frightened anymore, and who is going to let's see. He's going to disengage, and he's going to spend his 30 feet of movement to get here. Tehanu. What do you do?
So wait, didn't? Oh, he disengaged, so he didn't get opportunity from me, huh?
Yep.
So wait, there's only one foe left in the room. That's kind of surprising, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Either we can try attacking him, but I can't take him down in one round, or I can maybe look around the corner, see if I can spot Strahd or something, and see if the way is clear, or I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stealth around here and see.
Okay. Go around corner, do a perception check.
I can't see shit.
Yeah, you can't see shit. You can see the vampire spawn that was just fleeing, still running away. You can see one all the way to the end here, who by this time I guess healed back to full HP because they heal every turn. But yeah.
Can I hide in this corner in the rubble or something as a bonus action?
As a bonus, sure, if you want. But not in the rubble, more like behind a wall if you want.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna be
Like
like
here.
down
Yeah.
here or something.
Yeah. Okay. You see. Sorry. You see. Where is the. Okay. You see both the horse and. Actually, the horse should be much bigger than that. And Strahd arrive
What?
next
They
to you.
weren't there like a second ago.
Yeah, they weren't. But they materialize. Esmeralda's turn. What does she do?
She's gonna move over there and attack him again.
Okay.
With lightning bolt level 4.
She wouldn't be able to hit him here because of the wall. FYI.
Well,
There's wall
y-
here. And she can't
that's
see him. Oh, are you
that's
talking
not
about
what
the...
I see. Like
Okay,
I see
okay.
the big icon, so
Yeah,
she
yeah,
can
yeah.
clearly
Sorry.
see him.
Sorry, my bad. Yeah, she can definitely see.
So it's 8d6 plus an extra d6 since this is the 4th level.
Yeah.
Oh, rip. 26.
Okay, 26. You deal damage to it.
Does he have to make a save?
Right. Thank you. 18. So he gets 13 damage. Okay. Iron, what do you do?
Guiding bolt.
Okay. Dex, right?
Guiding bolt. Level 4.
Okay, so it's an
Oh,
attack.
I rolled a 9.
Ah, miss.
Rip.
The bolt just hits the wall behind it, not dealing any damage, unfortunately. Okay, this spawn is going to keep running. Ozzy, what do you do?
I step. I have 30 feet of movement, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that's what I do.
Okay. Miss. Nope, the first one does hit. Because it's pretty big. Okay. Amnon, what do you do?
Is Strahd on top of his horse?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay, kind of looks like it in the picture.
Yeah, I know. It's just the avatar.
Okay. Where did friendly neighborhood paladin go? Oh, he's right in front of me. Yep, my bad. I'm blind. Okay, I'm gonna take a step up here. Maybe one more so I can see Strahd a little bit better. And continue on with the whole blasty blast.
Okay.
And
Forgot about something, actually. I won't retcon it, but Amnon, you couldn't have hit Strahd because you thought he was your friend.
oh yeah, how long does that last for? Forever.
A few hours, if I remember correctly.
Doesn't he get a save against it?
Yeah, can I keep saving?
No, it's you do one save and then you're charmed for the duration.
So I can't attack him.
No, you can't. I'm not going to revert the damage you did before, just like I didn't make him,
Yep.
redo his deck saves. But just FYI.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
In that case, is this one? This one seems to be missing its fear thingy. Is it not feared anymore?
It's trying to escape, but it hasn't gone far enough yet.
So it is still fleeing.
Yes.
Okay. Huh. And then its horse. How's it? Is the horse looking in the mean way?
It's
Its
looking
horse
hurt.
is very much my enemy. Okay, I'm gonna attack its horse then.
Okay.
With both those rolls, I guess. What about is my hex still applied to Strahd? That's kind of a weird point.
What?
My hex is still applied to Strahd.
It is.
Can I do maddening
But let me
hex?
check your hex because I'm not sure if it would have functioned, if it would have broken once he left the material plane. Where's Hex?
No, it doesn't. I don't think it ever ends. I think it's just on them, because eventually I can concentrate on it for like a very long time. So I think it's just, and I think there are other things that are like if I have someone hexed, I know where they are forever, or something. But that's like other invocations that I don't have. So
Okay.
I don't think it breaks. I think it only breaks if they use remove curse.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about that. Okay, cool. So it's still
So
applied.
can I maddening hex at least to do damage to the horse and not Strahd? I don't know if it works like that, or if I just can't use it at all because the hex is on
It's
Strahd.
on. You actually wouldn't have been able to move it to him, so we'll say it's still in the air. I'm not going to like remove the damage you did, but
Okay.
we'll say that you haven't hexed Strahd.
Okay, I'll put the hex on the horse then
Okay.
for that one blast. So does the 26 hits? Is that correct?
Yes, it would have hit.
Okay, so nice. And then the 4 more from the maddening.
Okay. The maddening would hurt Strahd. Can you see Strahd from where you are? You can. So you wouldn't be able to use the maddening because you know
Okay.
it would hurt Strahd since it's next to it.
Okay. I mean, normally I'd kill my friends, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I think the charm makes you not able to harm them. Yeah.
Too much of my friend. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Vampire spawn. Vampire spawn. Actually, after Amnon's turn, Strahd is going to do something. He's going to do a strike on the Hanu, dealing you 23 damage. 12 of those lowering your max HP.
Well, that's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah. And
I'm trying to apply damage, but the interface is lagging. So,
okay.
so 22 and max HP reduced by 12. So 22
Yeah,
total.
reduce by 11 your current HP, and then reduce your max HP by 12. It will do all the calculations. And you need to do your turn. And we're going over time, by the way, so I'm trying to finish this.
Okay, somehow I can't apply my HP changes for I don't know what reason. But
You're not logged in, probably.
You're not logged in, probably. Well, yes, but I don't know. There's some weird bug
Okay.
going on. But anyhow.
Okay.
The heck. When the last time I used the Mace of Terror, was the horse there, or can we kind of like get rid of the horse with this at least?
The horse wasn't there, no.
Okay, what the hell? I'm gonna try this again. So just to remove the amount of mobs that can destroy us in front of Strahd. But again, I don't have a way to trigger this thing, do I? Oh, I have to click the dice roll or something?
No, I think it's the others that need to do wisdom save. It saves
Okay,
with a
so
20.
God damn it.
And let me see if Strahd saves as well. Or does it say something that you can't do it twice on the same person?
No, I don't think there's a limitation like that.
Okay. So Strahd saves as well. Okay. Strahd's turn. You see him heal again, and he's starting to look quite good enough. Do a wisdom save intro, Tahan.
Please wait while I'm lagging.
Okay. D&D Beyond not working? Okay, so even with the +3 from Ozzy, you...
What is a 2D20 KL plus minus 1?
That's his... it's
What's a KL?
keep low.
Oh.
So you rolled at a disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
I'm not sure
freaking
why.
setting is the wrong. The wrong. Let me roll it again.
That's...
Okay. +3 because of the aura of protection around Ozzy. It still fails, and you are charmed by Strahd. You see him as your friend, and he puts his hand forth and tells you, "Now give me the sword."
I don't think you have to, though. You just see him as your friend, not your boss.
Let me read. It says. The charmed target regards Strahd as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected. The target isn't under Strahd's control, but it takes Strahd's requests and actions in the most favorable way and lets Strahd bite him. So no, he's not under his control, but he sees it as
But, like,
very
even if you
favorable.
view someone favorably, it doesn't mean you have to listen to everything they say.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that.
But basically, if he's asking nicely, I feel compelled to say, yeah, why not?
Yeah. Trusted friend to be heeded, takes his requests in the most favorable way, etc. Lets you bite him. So usually you would accept his request when it's your turn. The horse disappears. Esmeralda, what does she do?
I'm confused. I'd like to know what happened.
So what happened? Well, you don't know because it happens in their mind. But Tihanu was charmed, and Strahd asked him to give him the sword.
Yeah, but Strahd's gone. So the horse
Oh,
is
that's
gone
because you
already?
don't see him, but he appeared with the horse. He is next to Tihanu now, behind the wall. You just didn't know. That's why I said you can't hit him because of the wall. Because I thought you were targeting with the lightning bolt, you were targeting Strahd, but you were targeting the horse. I forgot that you couldn't actually see that Strahd was there.
Well, that's as close as she can get with her movement.
Okay.
She's gonna firebolt him.
Okay. It fails. Iron, what do you do?
I can see him right here, right?
If you can see him in the tabletop, then yes.
Well, I can't get close enough to melee him, so I will try to do Sacred Flame.
Okay. Oh, it's me, right? Dexterity. 24, so it's a fail. This vampire spawn keeps running. Ozzy, it's your turn.
Can I see the sun sword on Tahanu?
You don't know that he has it.
Can he
Okay.
investigate him?
So I'm gonna move up and I'm gonna attack.
Okay. First one misses, second one hits. You deal 15
Second
damage.
one, I'm going to put smite in. My last first level spell slot.
Okay. Did a lot of damage on that one. Oh, not that great with this with the damage dice. Okay. Cool. He's starting to look hurt again. Amnon, what do you do?
I guess my options are somewhat limited. Okay, can I create a minor illusion of a mask in front of Strahd's face so I can regard him as an enemy?
I don't think so, no.
But I could pretend it's not him. I guess
You wouldn't really know that you would need to make that illusion just in order to hit someone that you already consider a trusted friend. So no, I wouldn't allow that.
okay. I guess I'm just gonna go behind Azzy and cast guidance on him. So the next ability check has an extra D4. Well,
Okay.
next ability check if you have his choice.
Okay, guidance on Ozzy, you said, right?
That's right.
I'll make it this icon. Okay. Vampire spawn here. I don't know which one this is. But anyways, they're still fleeing or whatever. This one is going to get away from Iron in this direction and fall. Then it's Tahanu's turn. What do you do, Tahanu?
So so I'm charmed. I can't attack. If I try to cast Fairy Fire, is that considered like a hostile action?
Yes, it's considered a hostile action. And he just asked you for the sword.
Well, I gave it to him because I pretty much honored his request.
What? I can't hear you. The volume is so low.
I gave him the sword because he asked nicely, and I'm.
Okay. So you hand over the sword. He is going to use his legendary action to move without getting hit, and he's going to move like this. Let me just see how much he can do that. Okay, he can get to here with his 30 feet after your turn. And then it's his turn. He is going to change into mist as you see his body dissolve with a smile on his face and a laugh that resonates. And he disappears as mist.
Wait, so he got the sword?
He got the sword.
God damn it.
But he was so close to not getting it. And also he was very close to getting it earlier. But if Tehanu didn't try to steal it, he would have taken it right away from the ground. But his passive perception made him... Well, his passive is higher than Esmeralda, so if Esmeralda saw Tehanu take the sword, then Strahd definitely saw him as well. That's why he hid, and... well, I'm just going to end the combat. If you want... we can assume that you kill the remaining vampires one by one.
Sounds good.
Because otherwise we're still gonna be here all night long.
Yeah, exactly. 3 of them got away because they escaped. Well, one was fleeing and got away. 2 of them were not charmed, not frightened and escaped. 2 are still frightened, so you can go pick them off because they can't go further than where they currently are because they got stuck. But yeah, so end of the combat.
Okay, have a good night, everybody.
Good night, Ozzy. And we'll pick this up next week. We'll see the consequences of what just happened. And it was
I'm sure nothing
much
bad will
longer than I expected it would be. Much more complicated as well.
Yeah. That's alright, that was still kind of fun.
Well,
We did
yeah.
I thought we were almost going to die.
You weren't exiting and entering browsers all night long trying to get something.
Yeah, Tano, I saw you like coming and going.
Well, for me it was fine, so...
Yeah, but Tanu always has issues with his machine. And,
True.
I mean, it's particularly bad since I'm on the neighbor's Wi-Fi. And I know I was trying to work around the problem of Firefox not displaying the map, so I had to use Chrome. But then on Chrome, it messed with my sound, and then
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna head out. You guys have yourselves a good night.
All right. Well, good night. And
okay, see ya.
Goodbye for the stream as well. That was very tiresome.
that was complicated.
It was. It was really complicated, and I did not plan for this fight to happen the way that it happened because I didn't think that you guys would actually like decide. Okay, we'll fight him today.
Well, it's kind of an issue when he wanted the sun sword.
Yeah, Ozzy did not want to give up that sword, which
Well,
I know.
It's kind of a issue, I guess, because it's one of our things to help fight him, and we don't have it. So
yeah, I know. It's
like one of the tarot card readings.
Yes, it is a tarot card reading. It's also the mistake was to a few mistakes. The first one was to fight next to Strahd with that sword.
He would have taken it anyways. Like he's gonna attack. He's meleeing. How else do you attack Strahd with the sun sword?
No, I meant in the previous fight.
Yeah,
in Yesterhill.
Okay, like so, but so that's silly thinking because you control when Strahd is going to interact with us. So he's observing us all of Barovia, so he can't have